Alright, it has been quite a while since I've done an unboxing video, but here we are. I'm gonna get right into this. So this is an alarm that I got from Photoelectric Elevators. And he's not here right now since he's in Las Vegas. Thankfully it isn't anything too crazy, so it didn't really have to be in this video. And this is something that I've been wanting for a little bit now. There it is. And here is the alarm. Alright, so here it is. This is, as you might already have figured out, a First Solar SA80FC. This is one of their more obscure units. And yeah, so this alarm he actually originally got from one of my friends, RMA 2009. This came from an abandoned house, as you could probably tell. And then James acquired it. Then he recently acquired a new in-box one, and he sold me this one. So huge thanks for that. And I will clean this thing up after this video. So next time you see this, should hopefully be clean. But anyway, here's the let's get the cover off so I can show you the insides. Here it is. Just your 79R internals. It's a little bit dusty. Sorry about that. And it is from 1983. So yeah. Now this is, as you've already been able to tell, likely, BRK 79R based. And I can get that out. So here's what the 79R looks like. As you can see, much different. Of course, this has your classic BRK 79R design. But if I take the covers off, they are identical. Same PCB and all. This one's just a year later, and of course not used. And then, as you also might remember, for whatever reason, there was also this, which is the RC, which this one makes sense, actually. This is the one that doesn't make that much sense. And this is another 79R based unit that First Solar has, and as you can tell, it's identical on the insides. For whatever reason, First Solar decided to have two cover designs. I'm not entirely sure why, but I have a faint idea of why they might have done this. I think it was to either go along with their 78RFs, which had this cover design, and those were the ones with the transmitters, or it was meant to be more of a sleek design for people that wanted something that looked a little bit nicer, because in my opinion, this design's a little bit nicer than this. So yeah. But then they carried this model actually after into the SA67D area with this alarm here, the SA80FD. And this is literally just the same thing, but with 83R internals. This one's actually an earlier one from 85. And then they did have a version of this that actually had the 67D cover, so it had the thinner outer ring. But we haven't seen one of those in person yet. Only on box art for some of these, for the later ones specifically. So, although those likely do exist since they are pictured on the box. So Yeah, and then there are also earlier versions of these that would have tiered buttons and the banana horn, such as like the Swords does. So it would be this cover, and it would have the circuitry. And there's also rust horn variants as well. So super early ones from the 70s. And yeah, so all I have to say about this is a pretty basic alarm, to be completely honest. Just 76RS with a different cover. So without further ado, I'll get a battery in this and we'll give this thing a test. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this thing a test. And yep, as you heard, it has that classic 79R 5.6 coding. Or not even, it's kind of its own coding. But yeah, so anyway, that's really all I have to say for this video. I know it was a shorter one, but like as I said, this unit's pretty basic. Just a 79R with a special cover. But once again, huge thanks to James, or aka Federal Electric Elevators. This was an alarm I'd been wanting for quite some time now. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.